Ladies and gentlemen, I am Seven. You're watching GeekCast, everything sci-fi, fantasy, and geek culture and pop culture. We've got Kipjo from the Evo universe, and we've got HB Gibson. Oh my goodness. First of all, this is an amazing combination of personalities on the same show. So thank you so much for taking your time, both of you, for even being on this episode. I'm loving it.
Thank you.
And there are a lot of productions coming out. So I guess let's do that. I just want to get some quick reactions of some of the casting news and productions. And then I want to have a conversation on studio. When I say studio, I'm meaning film studio as well as recording studio, because both of you are lovers of music and fans of music, so this will be really great. So let's talk about Daniel Craig. He might be in a live action version of Sergeant Rock.
Yeah, I saw that.
Your thoughts?
Listen. It goes all the way back to Michael Keaton.
Okay.
When everybody was like, huh? Batman? Him?
Right.
He'll probably tear it up.
Oh.
He'll probably tear it up.
That's not that big of a jump.
I mean, you never know. I mean, pardon the pun, rock.
Yeah.
He'll probably actually do it.
I think he will.
Oh, yeah, they didn't get the other rock. No disrespect to him, but...
Yeah,
No. Enough respect to this. I love Dwayne Johnson, but no.
There might be a television version of Alien.
Yes, might.
Yeah,
Might. It's solid, man. I saw a slight, quick trailer from it, and it wasn't Fugazi either. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of Fugazi trailers out there. A lot of AI trailers. I remember years ago, I got into a huge argument with somebody saying that there was going to be a Captain Planet movie. I said, no, it was a fake trailer. It was an actual trailer that was filmed that had Don Cheadle in it. Yeah, but it wasn't for an actual Captain Planet movie. People, please do your research. Go to the source, okay? If it doesn't say 20th Century Fox, if it doesn't say Marvel, if it doesn't say Disney, it's Fugazi.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's crazy. All right. And I know, Kipjo, you're going to probably really with this one, because it's another universe, not your universe, but another one. MCU. Still talk about this X-Men and Avengers Secret Wars. Are you looking forward to it? You want it to happen. You're like, they're not ready to do it right yet. It's too soon. What are you thinking?
I think that they're close to it. Depends on what year is coming out, because we still have, aside from Wolverine and Deadpool, and what they showed us in the Captain Marvel movie near the end. When we see X-Men, but when are we seeing? When are we actually seeing them? So, it depends on what year it's coming out, man. But I would say maybe.
Okay.
It depends. Well, we've got Captain America: Brave New World coming out. You've got the Thunderbolts that are also coming out. So maybe they'll drop something that's along that line. We'll see. Yeah. So half and half.
Are you guys into old school science fiction?
I would say so. I'm from the old school. I'm 54 years old, so.
Okay. So I
was in the theater. I saw Star Wars, the original one, in the theater, but before it had an episode anything attached to it.
Oh wow, bless your
heart.
Hey,
I ask you a question. I have to ask you. Last Starfighter, did you see that?
Yes, I did. I saw it in the theater as well.
Respect this man.
That's one of my favorites.
I gotta give him some fire. Hold on. There you go. Had to give you a little,
Yes.
put some respect.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, so Tron.
I had an idea, actually.
Oh,
I had
go
an
ahead.
idea for a sequel, actually. And you know what? They can rip me off. I don't care. I mean, as a matter of fact, I made a phony trailer, a fake trailer, on one of my YouTube channels, and well, it got flagged because I used the theme.
Yeah.
And the story was that it takes place now, and who I had was I wanted David Harbour to play one of the characters, and the young lady that played the young Shazam, the black girl.
Yes.
I wanted her to play the other part. I wanted David Harbour was going to play like a down and out husband, who just liked the game and everything, loses his wife and everything because he's obsessed over this game called The Last Starfighter.
Yeah.
So in other words, the Star League is revamping, bringing in some more starfighters via home games, and David Harbour's really, really good at it, as old as he is, and the little kid is really, really good at it. And come to find out that, the bad guys were not who we thought they were, that actually it was the Star League.
Oh, wow.
Because Alex Rogan disappeared, and he found out that there was something going on within the Star League that was not right. And they murdered his friend Greg. Greg is dead. And now he's like in hiding. So David Harbour and the young lady, they get scooped up by the Star League, saying, yeah, you guys are really, really good. And the crazy thing is that the running thing in the movie is that the new Starfighter game sucks and everybody hates it, or it's terrible.
Right. That's
But
funny.
Really, really good at it. And they turned out to be starfighters. And they were assigned to go look for Alex Rogan. And then when they find Alex Rogan tells them what's really up. And then it becomes 3 against the Star League.
That's actually a good
That's
story.
really good.
I would watch that.
I'd watch
Yep.
that. So they're coming up with another Tron,
Yes.
and allegedly this one is going to be grittier and more industrial. They dropped the ball on the last Tron. They tried too much to be deep, too much to be, they had like a Matrix vibe. They wanted to bridge the gaps between the old story, but I don't think they did it well. So I am excited to see what they can do with this. And also it was a little confusing also, where the writing was a little lucid. Did you guys feel that way about it?
Absolutely.
See, that's right. So I thought the story could have been a bit more tighter.
Okay.
But it did in certain ways play across what they were trying, and basically it was Flynn's son? Sam's son, yes.
Okay.
Trying to reconnect with him because he went back into the universe, and the invasion that he had to stop. So, and it was a basic story, and that they executed. Where I think it kind of fell flat in regards to its delivery and the punch, because I thought the ending, and it's always the ending for some reason. The ending was anticlimactic.
Yeah,
that's what I thought. That killed.
Yeah,
the start
I
of the
agree.
story, the heart was good, but it was the ending. It's kind of like the Unbreakable trilogy. The last one, Glass. Oh my God, that movie was amazing. And then when you get to the ending, my God, it was so anticlimactic.
Right.
It literally killed. And that's the same thing that happened with the Tron story. That's just what I thought.
I agree.
Yeah, Rizzler. I mean, we all found out that Rinsler. I mean, it was a dead giveaway when I saw Rinsler, and I saw that little T thing on his church. I was like, oh, that's Tron turned evil somehow. And then when he went on ahead and told the story, so when Rinsler was sinking into into that water, into that sea, and started to turn from orange or red to blue, I was kind of expecting him to kind of come back and take on Clue. And I was like, well, what the heck happened? Come on. What I would have liked for them to do is you know how listen, they love to go back and like fix things.
Right.
I would love for them to go back and redo the de-aging of Jeff Bridges, because it was a little, it kind of put me off. And for the first time, I semi enjoyed a movie and was more excited about the soundtrack more than the movie, because still to this day, God bless both of them. I mean, Tomas and Guy Man.
Yep.
God bless Daft Punk wherever you guys are. But that was heaven. That soundtrack was heaven.
It was.
Tron 2, if you want to call it that. Tron. It had all the ingredients to be one of the best sci-fi movies of all time, because there's such a love for Tron. Tron brought in the digital graphic generation. It actually was, and I'm not going to shout out my school, but my college actually did the graphics, and they dropped the ball and lost that account with Disney because they had students do everything and they didn't do it right. But if they really stayed with it, in fact, they don't even have communications at all at the school. So that's to tell you how dumb they are. But I'll leave it at that. But
it really started off great. That the light cycle scene was brilliant.
Yeah,
I mean,
brilliant.
I could watch that over and over again.
Yes.
It was really, really good. The Disc War scene was really tight.
Brilliant.
I really enjoyed it.
The
had
outfits.
all the Tron stuff.
Oh man, it's amazing.
But it just pardon my language.
Yeah.
Pardon my language. It farted when it.
It was
So,
ending.
here's a potential fart. I got one. It's a good segue. A live action version of How to Train Your Dragon.
Yes. I don't care what anybody says. Yes.
I honor.
The trailer
I honor.
Teaser was fire. Yes. I don't care what anybody says.
I honor anyone and everyone that's excited about a film. I really, really do. I just I just hope that they are more careful with their live action versions of their films, because I can sit and watch the original Lion King over and over and over again and still get the same feels. And then when we get to the live action one, it just felt like this feels weird. That's how it feels. It just felt weird. If you could do a live action version of something and do it well, and maybe put like just a little bit of a different spin on it, or without being too silly, okay, great. But I'm not going to hold my breath about.
Well, allegedly, the new one coming out is like a twist. Like they're basic. I mean, I don't know how true this is, so don't quote me on it. But if this is true, oh my goodness. So basically, Mufasa was like adopted into Scar, into the family with Scar. And somehow over time, you're like a brother to me, you're like family. And then somehow he became king instead of Scar, which justifies Scar's hate. And again, also, this is why he got Scar's woman. But it just like, this need to I said this in other shows, and please forgive me if you're just tired of me ranting about this, but we're getting into this weird space where we want to always justify the villain. And it happened ever since Black Panther, and I don't like that. I don't like that. And actually, the show that I did with you, Kipjo, where we were talking about really good superheroes, Superman, even though they call him the Boy Scout, Superman works in the same way that Spock works in Star Trek. Tunnel vision, this is good, this is bad, analytical, straightforward. This is why Superman can last for another 100 years.
Yeah.
Because he is the embodiment of goodness.
Yep.
And really good villains, like Joker, he's one of the best villains of all time because he's the embodiment of evil.
Yep.
And this is why they work.
Yeah.
Once you start crossing the streams, as we say, as our Ghostbuster fans, it just gets whack. I don't know. What do you guys think? That's my rant. I always say that rant, but what do you guys feel about it?
I'll let HB answer first.
Superman will be that way until it becomes public domain. Oh my God, what they're going to do to these characters, man! When they become public domain, they already turned Popeye into a Jason of sorts. There's two horror films featuring Popeye.
I met the directors 2 nights ago, and I saw I saw the trailer before they dropped it, and so that was interesting because I got to see the people participating. It's kind of brilliant, but when you look at the long-term vibration of what other people are going to do, it's going to start a free-for-all of stuff.
Like what they did with Mickey Mouse. I mean, they had to. The Steamboat Willie version of Mickey Mouse was what became public domain, and now Superman. Oh my God, what these guys are going to do with Superman once he becomes public domain, I fear.
Well, you know what started this, right?
DC's not gonna allow that.
Winnie the Pooh movie.
Yeah, the Winnie the Pooh movie. Yeah,
Blood and Honey. I didn't see why I haven't seen that yet. But I've been waiting to sit down and watch that. But I don't think DC would be crazy enough to allow him to be Superman to be public domain. That'd be a fire. I hope they wouldn't be that crazy enough to do something like that.
It's about to go public domain. I saw it on the news, not some weird news site. It was, I believe it was on either ABC or NBC. Wow. They were talking about how the different IPs that will become public domain very soon, and Superman was one of them. And I was like, man, what these psychotic minds are going to do with Superman? Oh my goodness, Lord,
this is oh boy.
Well.
Yeah, I know it's one of those moments of the show where you gotta take that in before you even go to another topic. It's gonna be crazy.
I'm like, James, Mr. Gunn, please knock it out of the park, please.
Yes, please.
So,
man,
are you guys a fan of kung fu martial arts films? I have to say it that way, kung fu and martial arts, but.
I'm very, very picky about mine. I would say that I have 2 favorites. One is, it's a classic. Of course, I'm sure that there's a lot of people that I know I'm not alone. 5 Deadly Venoms.
Oh yes, respect this man. Ladies and gentlemen, go to Instagram, follow this man, save this man, secure his life.
Yes,
he is special.
Treasure. The national treasure right here.
There you go. There you go.
Thank you very much. And there's another film that is very, very very near and dear to my heart. I really, really love it because it has such a comic book feel to it, like a graphic comic, a graphic novel comic book feel to it, and that's Dragon Tiger Gate. I love that film. It has Donnie Yen, and it's based on a comic book. It's about two boys who grew up. One was named Tiger, the other one's named Dragon. They split up as they got older, and they play off like they're 2 superheroes almost. Like they literally have like signature outfits. Like Tiger has like a star on his shirt, and Dragon has like I think like a dragon symbol on his shirt.
It was on Kung Fu Theater a long time ago. I was a kid.
Yeah, Dragon Tiger Gate.
I remember it.
Very good. And there was another kid that came, like a third. His name is Turbo, and he was really, really good with his nunchucks. And to see all 3 of them fighting together is like it was stuff of superhero lore. I love Dragon Tiger Gate. So those are my two favorites.
I gotta see that because you had me at Five Deadly Venoms. So yeah, I mean that is just like it is just.
Now that is a film that I would not mind if they made a remake of it, but respect the source material. Keep it in that era.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know if they could. I don't know if they can do it. I don't know if they can do it.
Otherwise, leave it alone.
Just leave it alone.
Otherwise, leave it alone.
Just leave it alone. Sonic the Hedgehog 3.
Oh, that's gonna be out. That's gonna be hit out. That's gonna be out the park.
You think
Part
it's
2
gonna-
was amazing. Part I think. Yep. And we getting Shadow this time. Oh yeah, it's gonna be. And Keanu Reeves doing Shadow. Oh please, yes.
It was that was the video game movie that I think broke the video game movie curse.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Sidebar. I have some more, but sidebar on this. Rachel Ziegler. She had to apologize again for statements about Trump supporters. Now, what I say, not again for Trump supporters, but every couple months there's a statement that she says, and she's getting some sort of backlash. And girl, you're a good actress. Just stop talking. Or fans, leave her alone. She's a human being. She has thoughts and feelings. Separate those feelings and thoughts from her work. Because why should she not have the freedom to just say what she wants to say? What do you guys feel about that?
I'm going to go with the old adage: if you're not willing to take the backlash, don't post it. Don't post it, because come on, this is the internet, and people are going. You're not going to stop if you're going to say something, and you're going to tick people off. Certain people, they have the right to respond. So if you're not going to have a thick skin to take the back, don't post it. I'm sorry, don't post it. Don't say anything. Talk to your friends. Talk to you know what I'm saying, whatever. Inner circle. It's what you feel. But at the end of the day, if you can't take the heat and be like, yo, I said what I said, and leave it at that, then don't post it. That's just my.
Yeah, it's a flip now, because before, when someone would come out of their face and say something, wrong or racist, people would be really, really quick to say something to them, and and to fight for justice and for people of all races and backgrounds and identities. Now it's a complete reverse. Now we have I'm just going to say other people in charge that are opposite of what I would deem to be freedom and respect and equal rights driven, I would say. I don't care who they put or look like they're putting in their administration. They are the opposite. Now, if we actually do stand up against something that is wrong, we're going to get attacked big time.
Right. You can't say nothing.
We're in that time. We're in that phase of life where good is evil and evil is good, okay?
You see, but you know what, though? This goes to the point I was saying before, where it's like art imitates life, and life also imitates art. So if you start making these villains that aren't really villains, it's telling the youth, it's telling people, it's blurring these lines, and we see it. I'm glad you said that, because it makes me think, like we're really reshaping society in a way where, well, what really is wrong? Well, what really is right?
I think that, and I'm not going to turn this into, but I think basically we are in a realm where people are not paying attention, where we're playing chess and they're playing checkers, and people are not realizing that we're playing two separate games, and this is why we're losing.
Yeah.
Because all this time everybody's been talking about, like, Michelle Obama, when they go high, they go. When they go low, we go high. Guess what? They don't give a damn about getting in the dirt, and in the process, they're getting things done.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's like I was watching somebody, and they I was watching a radio station. They were talking about, not to gloss over the election, and and basically what they said was, we're getting mad because if everybody's screaming that, people are, they voted against their self-interest. No, they did vote in their interest. They voted the way that they voted for who they wanted in a line as far as the hierarchy of, what I'm saying, white men, white women, black men, black women, and we were in the bottom. They did what they said. They didn't. We're being shot, but they did exactly what they said they were going to do. We just thought that they were going to go to the better angels, and we fed an illusion that they were going to go to the better angels, when that's not the truth.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. I'm sorry, it's not.
And
we need to get it. That's all.
Yeah, and Rachel, if you're watching this or anyone close to her, what you're supposed to walk away with is stick to your guns, girl. Say what you need to say and keep it moving. And if you can't do that, then just don't say nothing. You gotta stand on your and then
stand on business.
Stand on business.
So
because after a while, people are gonna be looking at you as weird.
Yeah. So
remember that?
Avatar, Fire and Ash is in post-production.
Oh.
Okay.
So,
Is this an M Night Shyamalan or is it the series?
You're talking about Avatar, the film. It's Avatar 3.
Okay. Are we talking? Okay. We're not. Oh, James Cameron. Avatar.
Yeah.
All right.
Woo! Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Woo!
The man.
I know it's confusing. No, don't feel bad.
Don't feel bad. It is confusing. It definitely is. So that's gonna be interesante. What else? Craft. What else is going on there? Oh, speaking of which, did you guys see the last M. Night Shyamalan movie?
Nah.
Starring his cousin?
Wow, he has his cousin in it. Now I really am kind of worried.
You know what? I'm gonna make this a part 2. So everyone say your social media, because this is it's gonna get juicy. You gotta watch part 2. But let's take a break. What is everybody's social media?
HB, I want you go first, man.
It's Mr. HB Gibson on Instagram, also on X, and also on Blue Sky, and that's basically that's where I frequent. You can find me on Facebook as well, and I got video games coming up. Did a lot of voiceover. A lot of people might know me as the voice of the Watcher from the video game Apeirophobia on Roblox. So check it out. The new game, Apeirophobia, the sub-levels is going to be coming soon. And if you really want to hear me, like currently, there's a video game called Sniper Killer from Puppet Combo, the independent horror game kings right now. So there you go.
And Kipjo, yours, creator of the Evil Universe. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. We're also on TikTok, and we've got our site, eviluniverse.com. Currently, our current series is the War of Morgoth series, which is 4 parts coming out. Then we've got Help I'm a Superhero, 2 books in, and then The Elf I'm a LARP. And we're hoping, I'm definitely getting all 3 series, new books out next year. So Yeah,
Excellent.
check us out there.
GeekCaster.com.
Quick,
We're running out of time, but we're coming right
Okay.
back. And we'll see you next week.